So what is earnest money and how does it work? We get this question all the time. Well, earnest money, in my opinion, is like a good faith deposit, okay, from the buyer. What they do is they put that earnest money down on a transaction or house that they're going to buy. Usually one of the two brokerages are going to hold that earnest money until the end of the transaction, where usually it's applied to the buyer's loan or the buyer's going to get it back in the form of a check. It's up to them. But what it's there for is to keep the buyer in the transaction and keep them from walking away because another house came on the market, or over some small thing that does not allow them in the contract to back out. So what the seller can then do is they can argue that earnest money. Usually what happens is if they argue and they can't agree, that earnest money will sit there for up to 2 years. After 2 years, the buyer automatically gets it back. And if a judge in the meantime says it needs to go back here, that's what will happen. But usually what happens is that buyer will get that earnest money back. In the state of Ohio, all parties have to agree how it's dispersed before it goes back to anybody. So your realtor needs to know the rules for earnest money. If they don't, it could cost you a lot of money. If you have any questions about them, reach out to us. We'll be glad to answer them.